Hey there, boys and ghouls. Welcome back to the MrRossi Drawing Channel. In the last two videos, we dropped a Thor, a Thorette, and we put them standing, conquering a dragon. So my mind worked with it. Well, let's continue the dragon. Let's draw a nice big dragon taking up the page. Like this guy right over here. That dragon right there, that's right. We're going to draw this dragon. And again, this dragon, like the Thor and Thorette, if you haven't done those videos, check them out. I have them in the videos listing there. This Thor and Thorette, dragon is also a two-parter. Because we're actually going to drop that dragon in there. But we're also going to be drawing a Conan to go with your dragoon. All right? So guys, as always, if you like the video, smash that little thumbs up. Doesn't cost you a thing. Subscribing is even better, so that you get all this action when the action is released to you. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell the perro, tell the gato, tell that conejo. A whittle from across the street to this new friend you met at Walmart about the MrRossi Drawing Channel. Grab your pencil, grab something to trace with, grab something to color with. And you just like to remind people, in case this is their first video, that's my method right there. The happy face, sad face. You're going to hear me say that a lot, but just don't give me the eyes. Let's get to drawing. All right, guys, we're going to draw here a quick dragon. So I'm going to go horizontal. You could try to cram it in vertically if you like, but I find this dragon is going to be pretty large to take up most of your paper, that you want to draw him horizontally, okay? Now, I'm going to start right here at the top, and I'm just going to draw, it's going to look just like the letter C. The letter C. And I'm going to turn that letter C, I'm going to put my pencil right here in the middle of the letter C, and I'll draw the letter L upside down. And now I'm going to take that pencil and put it here and draw like one long happy face like this for the snout. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to go like that and just draw number 1 right here. And I'm going to draw a little happy face at the end of that. And I'm going to draw a sad face going back, kind of stopping right here where I started that snout. Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to draw a diagonal number 1 from here down. I'm going to draw a little number 1 here. And I'm going to go back again with a little happy face number 1. Now I'm going to take my pencil, put it right back here at this letter C. And I'm just going to close it right here to this little point, the happy face. And next I'm going to go from here and draw that happy face again. Turn it into a little sad face right here. And I'm going to do a parallel line. We're going to go like this, little sad face. See how it goes parallel to this one? I'm going to go right here. I'm going to drop a little sad face there. And then here I'm just going to drop another little sad face there. Turn it into a triangle, triangle, and I'm going to close it. Now, from here, I'm going to draw a diagonal number 1. I'm going to do the same thing here. And then I'm going to go like this and go happy face. Happy face. And then I'm going to go like this, draw like a little, this is going to be like the letter L or the number 7. And again over here, or the number 7. And here I put like a number 1 and I add another number 1 right next to it, or it looks like the letter V. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and draw that letter L right here. And I'm going to draw it again right here, letter L. And I'm going to draw like another letter L right here, right there. And then here, I'm going to put the letter V, and the letter V. And I'm going to add a little diagonal number 1 to each one that I just drew. I'm going to put the tongue in here quick. I'm just going to put like a little, like a sad face. Another one right next to it. And I put the letter V inside, or triangle. Next are the teeths. And I'll go like here. I'll start right here with a nice little triangle, or letter V again. Another one on the other side. And you can add as many as you like. I'm not going to go too crazy with it. I'm just going to add a few. Now, a little later, when I trace this, I'm not going to trace the inside of those teeths. And put some here right on that line, right on this line. And I'm going to put a couple right there. Okay, now I'm going to take my pencil, put it here in the middle, and I'm going to draw one big sad face that's going to go like this. It's going to loop around and stop right about here, kind of like where the middle of the chin is. So I'm just going to go sad face and take it all the way around and stop where right about the chin is. And right here on the side, I'm going to draw the arm. I'm going to draw a little sad face here. A number 1. I'm going to give it a little roundness to that number 1. Here I'm going to draw the letter L. And at the bottom, I'm going to make that letter L longer than it should be. Okay, now I'm going to go from right here. I'm going to close this. I'm going to give them 3-toe paw, right? So I'm going to go happy face, sad face, happy face, sad face. And one last happy face with one last sad face. And you see where I made these little points when I made the happy face and the sad face? Where you see those little points? I'll just go sad face, and a sad face right there. Now I have a leg and a paw. I could put here a little sad face, happy face right there. And if you want, you want to put a little knee up in here, a little knee, I'll just go sad face. You want to give it a little bit more muscle? Give it a little happy face right there and a little one right there. So you have all that muscle. Maybe you want to put a little ankle here to put a little letter V. Let's draw the other leg right quick. So for this other leg, I'm going to go with a nice little happy face again. And I'm going to go happy face and turn it into the letter L. Happy face, closing it here. And I'm turning it into the letter L. I'm going to do the same thing I did over here. Little happy face there. Little more happy face right there. And then I'm going to do the same pause. I go happy face, sad face. Happy face, sad face. Happy face, sad face. You close it at those little points with a little happy face there. I add another little sad face right there. I could put that little kneecap here. Happy face. And I could give them that muscle again. Just go happy face, happy face. And you put that little ankle right there if you want. I'm going to continue this line right here with a happy face like this. See how it just continues? And so here I'm going to put a big happy face like this from the middle. I'm going to put a little number 1 right here. And in the back, I'm going to go happy face. A little happy face. Oh, sorry, a little sad face. This sad face. Sad face. And then the letter L again. That's a letter L. So I went sad face, letter L. And then I do the exact same pause again. Happy face, sad face. Happy face, sad face. Happy face, sad face. And I'll close them like I did the other ones. And right here, let's add some muscle on this. Little happy face right there. Put a little sad face right there for that knee. Put a little number 1 right there. Put a little triangle right there. I'm going to put another little happy face right there. And then we got the back leg looking pretty gangster. I'm going to take my pencil, continue this line here, and draw the letter C. And now from the side of the face right there, I'm just going to go all the way around with that another letter C. So I'm going to go all the way around. With that letter C. Now we got the dragon's body. We're going to add some details to this. Let's start with the nice little wing that can fit right up in here. And I'm just going to go from this little horn right here. I'm going to go sad face like that. I'm going to squeeze this in. I'm going to turn that into like the letter Z. And then I just do like, I'm thinking triangle, right? So I go triangle, 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 turn it into that sad face to close it. If you want to draw the other wing back here, going this way, it's going to be completely off the page. But I'll put another letter Z right here. And then here I just draw my triangles right off the page. So you see that wing is right there we're going to add, let's add detail to it so you can see the wing even better. So I'll just give it a little happy face there, put a little sad face there, put a little happy one, happy one, happy one, give it a little number 1, same here. That one I don't even have to draw that one. That one I can, and I just put a couple little number 1s like that. Let's do the, I want to do some spikes coming up this way. So I'll put triangle. Now I made my triangle more like, so it's like a letter L and a number 1 there. And if I go like this, let's say I drew a couple little number 1, diagonal number 1s like that. And again, I just want to go number 1, kind of like a letter L, and bring it back down. And again, just makes it look a little bit better, that little spike there. If you want to make some gangster looking spikes right here, again, I just use my letter L, close it, letter L, and close it. Yeah, I use a little happy face to close it. Diagonal lines will give it a nice little detail. Look at that, very spiky tail part there. And this one's going to go way back. And you see how the wing now is overlapping this horn here, or that spike. And I'll go like that and add a couple more spikes right there. Maybe right here, I'll overlap it again so I can see that spike back there. Okay, now from the back right here, I'm just going to do a parallel line. 2 lines going in the same direction, but they never touch. But I'm going to touch that letter L. I'm going to do the same thing here, go like that, and touch that letter L. And I'm going to go here and connect it with a happy face right there. And then I'm going to go from this side, just going to follow that line and close it right there. Here, it's got to be sad face or the letter C backwards. I'm going to do it going the opposite direction here. And here, it's got to be a happy face. Now, I want my dragon to be standing on something. By the way, so when I trace this, I'm not going to trace that inside and that little inside there. This one I'll trace because it's kind of going behind him. Some scales real quick. I'll usually do my scales with my Sharpie, but scales are just like the letter C. You could put them close together like this in little patches. Or you could just spread them out a little bit, okay? You could do a little variety of each. And again, if you add like maybe a couple little diagonal lines in between, it looks like you're doing this crazy amount of detail, and you're not. You're not really doing a lot of detail there. So I'm going to put a little bit of rubble right about here, because like the next drawing is going to have like a destroyed castle, and I want the dragon to be coming out like from behind that castle. So a little bit of rubble. I'm just going to put like, let's put a little diagonal number 1 there, and let's put another one like up here. Just a couple little diagonal number 1s. Maybe I'll put one coming off the page right there. And off the side right here, I'm going to draw a number 1 going diagonal. Number 1 going diagonal. And a number 1 going diagonal in this direction here. I'm going to add another one going in that direction. And then I'm going to close it. And I'm going to go here and close it. And right here, I'm just going to go like that and close it. See a little corner right there? I'm going to add another number 1 right there. And over here, let's say I put another one. I'll put another one going like this. And then I'm going to go 1 and 1. Okay, now I'm going to make sense of this. These 3 little shapes kind of hanging here in 3D, right? So I'm just going to go and create this other little pattern that's going to go horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, just like that. Now you see he's like in a little number 1 right there. And over here, same thing, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical. Let's create that little pattern like that. Look at those little diagonal lines. And I'm going to put like a little bit, little number 1 there. Number 1 right there. A little bit of rocks and whatnot. Just put a little number 1. And then I draw, I'm thinking of rectangle, but I'm making it more just lines going up and down. Play with it. Go up and down. Put a little diagonal number 1s like that. That's it. A little like this. You know, you guys always do these little squiggly lines. Just make them like that. Little squiggly lines. You want them of different sizes, and it'll look like incredible amount of rubble that you're drawing. You're not really drawing a lot. And so you want to add, again, little diagonal lines, maybe put little cracks in there using the letter Z, little cracks in there using the letter Z. And if you want to make them bricks, go like this. Just draw 1, 2, and 3, and you go 1, 2, 1, 1. They never line up like a tic-tac-toe, okay? Okay, so there you have it. I'm going to trace this guy up. If you want to draw some fire coming out of his mouth, you put happy face and sad face on the other side. Happy face, sad face. You could go out as far as you want with that. And do it again on the inside. And you'll have some fire. If you use the letter M and the letter S, kind of curvy, the cursive letter S, you'll have some gangster looking fire, guys. All right, stick around and watch me quick time this in a trace. There you have it, guys. Part one of a two-part drawing. Come back next time for the second half. It'll be a blast.